All right, MC with Tech, back with another video. So today I'm going to give you my honest 2-week review of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So the Galaxy S25 Ultra, my 2-week review, my honest 2-week review of how this device has been for me. So I decided to skip the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So I went from the 23 Ultra to the 25 Ultra. And so my experiences have been greatly different. So battery life has been different. The setup of the One UI has been different. And I'm liking it after I got used to it. So once I got used to the operating system and how things are, just a slight differences, I'm liking it. I like the flat display. As you can see, this display is flat. You're going to get rounded edges. You're going to get an improvement on the cameras. And I'm liking that so far. So with the display, you're going to get 6.9-inch display. You're going to get the Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2 on the front and the back of the device. And you're going to get anti-glare film on top of the display. So I'm liking this uniqueness of this device so far when it comes to those features. You're going to get the 500 milliamp battery, and let me tell you, the battery life has been better than it was on my Galaxy S23 Ultra. And I don't know about the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but I am going to do a battery test against the iPhone 16 Pro Max and see how the battery life compares to its competitor. And the battery life for me has been really truly an upgrade coming from the 23 Ultra to the 25 Ultra, because I noticed my battery drainage on the 23 Ultra before I got the device. If I went through a normal day of my work and went through using my usage normally how I always have used it, I will be at about 45%, maybe 30% by the time it was time for me to get off my job, come home. But I also noticed with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I'm being frankly for real, I am at about 60 to 65% of normal usage. How I use my device on a daily basis, I'm only about 60 to 70%. And that is phenomenal. And I mean, I was like mind blown to how the battery life has been with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And I'm really digging that battery life when it comes to that. Now, the things that I'm liking about this device is how the One UI 7 is set up. I like the format of how they changed things when it came to the format, how you go through your app trays and how you go through your apps. I'm liking how they changed that up. I like that. So let me show you. So here's the device, and I have mine customized already. So if you want to go to your app trays, you're going to swipe up, and you can continue to swipe and go through. And that's what I like about it. It was different on the old devices where you swipe and you swipe up and then you keep going to your left, to your right. I was tired of that. You know, I'll be honest with you. That was something I was really kind of getting tired of. They didn't change anything. So to me, this is almost a refresh of how they have done things on the Galaxy S25 when it comes to what Samsung decided they wanted to do. And I like that. And I like how if you want to get your notifications, you swipe down to the left of your display, you're going to get your notifications. And if you wanted to get to your settings, all you would go to your right of your screen, toggle that down, and that's going to give you a command center where you can go through and you can change your settings, change however you want to format your phone in. This is a uniqueness that I found to be unique when it came to the device. And I was liking this. You know, it's a different change, you know, just a slight change, but different enough for me. Coming from the Galaxy S22 Ultra to 23 Ultra, this was a significant change for me. And that's why I'm glad I upgraded. I'm glad I waited for the 2-year change, because having the Galaxy S24 Ultra in my hand, even though I didn't purchase it, I went through the OS and it was not much difference. And so I'm glad that I decided to wait and go to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, where they have done some slight changes, especially with that flat screen, the edges, the thinner bezel. So this is a thinner bezel on this display, and I'm liking that. The one thing I got to tell you that I did not like, and I got to go through this, let me go through this real quick. I did not like the S Pen Bluetooth removal, but I'm okay with it to a certain degree. Now, honestly, I know why Samsung has done this, and I get it. But I also don't understand why, because even though there's only a 1% of people that use the S Pen Bluetooth, technically, to a certain degree, I was one of those 1%ers. When I say I was one of the 1%ers, so when I go to family gatherings and I want to use my Bluetooth S Pen to take a family photo and be in the photo, I can no longer do that. And that's something that I'm not happy with, because even though I didn't use it every day, the Bluetooth aspect of it, I still used it occasionally. And you've asked me, Samsung should have included the Bluetooth, or maybe in a later update, a firmware update, they can give you the capability and the opportunity to go buy an S Pen with Bluetooth that you can put into your device to use that Bluetooth setting. I would greatly appreciate that, Samsung. So that's one thing that I'm not liking about it. And I'm not liking the fact of the camera bump. It's time to change up this array of the camera bump and change it. To me, this is a few generations now that you have had this same camera bump, and even though you improved the cameras, the video quality, now it's time to make a change, Samsung. Let's go ahead and make a change. You made a change when it comes to these flat corners or these sharp corners and edges. Let's make a change. Let's make a change. So the device itself has been good. I am not going to tell you, I'm getting the same quality, if not better, from the Galaxy 23 to the 25. And I'm really digging that aspect. The battery life has been good. I wish they will upgrade a little bit more and give you more faster charging speeds, maybe 65-watt charging. There are some companies out there that give you 65-watt charging. Samsung only gives you 45-watt fast charging, which is good enough, but it could be better. And if you're presenting yourself as one of the best companies out there, Samsung, now it's time to prove it. Put that in the next phone. 65-watt fast charging. Let's go. Let's get it, Samsung. One thing I like also the Samsung has done is they're going to give you 7 years of updates on this device. Something that some companies do not offer. 7 years of updates. So you're never going to be without an update for 7 years if you choose to keep this device for 7 years. Many people don't. So every year, some people upgrade. Every 2 years, people upgrade. So that's still going to be something polished. And if you decide to keep it, it's going to be phenomenal. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the camera. So last year, Samsung had the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera on their device. This year, they decided to upgrade that. So this year, they decided to make that a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And I'm liking that. So I'm looking forward to doing a video comparison with my Galaxy S23 Ultra, because that's my last device I had. And I'm also going to do a video and photo comparison with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I'm going to see how and who got the better camera. And I'm going to give my opinion of it. And I know people are going to say, MC with Tech, you can be biased because you're a Samsung fanboy. Well, I'm going to give you my honest review. I'm going to also have another person go over the photos with me that has more of a professional camera profile. That would be my sister. She's going to look over the photos and she's going to help me do the judging of which one has the better photos and video qualities. So with that being said, this is just a quick review. I didn't go over a lot of specs and everything because I just wanted to talk to you about how my experience has been with the display. I'm loving the anti-glare coating that it has on there. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about that when it comes to this, before I close this video out, when it comes to that anti-glare, I am recommending, because I have heard in doing research that, you know, even though it has that anti-reflective glare coating on this device, and you can see it really does. I have a light that's really flashing and shining down on there. You might see it pop up every once in a while. It's just my personal opinion that you should get a screen protector for the device to help with that anti-glare reflective coating, because I've heard and seen in a couple of videos where it kind of diminishes a little bit. And I'm going to recommend it. I'm going to get one for myself, and also a case. So I would recommend you put a case on your device. This is a investment to me. And so with that being said, just a quick review, nothing heavy, nothing major, but this is a major go for me. I'm loving the new device by Samsung, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Hey, hit like and subscribe. Help me get the channel to grow. MC with Tech. Just a quick video, nothing major.